Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning into my channel, Creating in the Waiting. I thought I would take you guys along for the ride. I am going to be constructing a one signature slimline, and I wanted to use my envelopes. This was for a sweet girl in my group. I'm making this for her. It's for an order. It's just going to be a one signature beauty. I feel like I'm going to try to butt that right up there. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do it like that. Since I kind of really already had it sitting in the way that I wanted it. Okay, now let's go ahead and start covering our journal. I have done these papers. And again, for the most part, this front is really going to be covered. So I may or may not want to go with something like that. I feel like there might be too much blue on that for what I'm going for. Okay, let's go with this. And I'm probably going to wrap it all the way around. So a lot of times whenever I'm doing one like this, I will use a file folder or something, but I do not have any file folders right now. So I thought, oh, let's just use my envelopes. Hard for me to see at this angle. I'm just gonna put it down and cut. So let me cut here. I actually did pretty good. So I'm really surprised at that, to be honest with you. And I'm just gonna cut here. Would make my folding probably way easier. Let me just go ahead and glue this. And then I will cut that. actually going to use my cutter here. It's raining here in Burleson. I have to fix that. It didn't cut through the other side. There we go. And oh, this is so pretty. I might make myself one because I can literally throw one of these together in one day. And I am going to, since with my Lyme disease, it's getting really hard to get up from the floor, to be honest. It's extremely painful. So I was going to work at getting an L desk with some shelving and storage space whenever I have the funds. So I have journals that the first journals that I made for myself whenever I first started junk journaling. And then I have journals that I have purchased, and I have one in my group from Raffles. I have them on my dresser, on my end stand, or, you know, on my nightstand. And then I also have a few smaller journals that I like journaling in a lot over here by me. So I'm hoping to get all of them in one spot. But with that being said, I really want to make myself one like these. I'm not being biased. I really like these, the kits, the papers. I would like one. I'm just trying to cut that, and I still feel like I'm going to use my cutting board. Gonna ink and sew. There's just something here that's it's the envelope. Okay. I'm gonna ink that. I'm not gonna mess with that anymore. And we only have a little bit here, And this is going to be the back. Why is that? I'd so cut that so crooked. Okay. I'm not folding that. That's just not lining up. I'm gonna have to fix that. But let me cover this. Let's do this piece. I feel like I need to scoot that over. I really couldn't see where it was lined up. I'm going to use this side. I'm going to trim this, and then we will sew around the edges. I'll be right back. Okay, so we got cut off. So I'm back. I will just try to edit my stuff together. So I sewed around the base, and then I did print onto some vellum. So this is our base. Beautiful. I love it. It feels very nice also. It's not, you know, flimsy. This is a good journal. And, okay, I'm in love with this already. Oh, I hope she loves it. And I'm just going to make sure that how I'm folding my papers, they're gonna fit in here. I feel like I'm actually going to sew this down as a tuck. And I do want to incorporate more paper, so we will not be binding today because I want it to be a little bit chunkier. Okay, what did I do? It should have fit. I'm going to have to fold this in here. Okay. Now we'll be good. And then I am going to have to cut all of these. So I'm just going to mark here. Oh, I took the thing out of that to make a paper pen. So what I am going to actually do is take some of my pages not too many or it's not going to cut through. And start cutting these. And I do want to also emboss that straw paper, and I want a couple more of the digital papers as well as some stained paper for writing. So pretty much like right where that vellum is kind of where I need to cut. My word, this rain. I need a new cutting board. I need to straighten this out. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue my doily. This is going to be my center. Well, no, because I need to sew. So before I glue this down, I like to sew around my edges. And I definitely feel like I want this one here. I love this paper. So this is kind of the way I go through and construct most of my signatures. And yes, it just literally is a process. I'm just going to take a sliver off the edge of this. I don't care if my pages are not the same width. It doesn't bother me at all. I like it like that. So I definitely want this one here. That's pretty. Sure what I'm gonna do here. I actually really like that, and typically I wouldn't because it would blend a lot, but I'm actually really kind of liking the way that those look together. It just seems like it flows very nicely. And then a lot of times I'll go through and I'll rearrange and move my papers around. I do want to cut a ledger for this also, but right now we are just going to kind of play with what we have. creating some page variation here. I'm going to print on a sack as well. That's pretty there. And again, I do need some leisure. I'm going to come here with another paper. That one. Something is going to go here also, but for now, I really honestly just want to trim all of these papers to size. And have to ink or trim that. I saw that initially. I just didn't feel like being bothered by it. Trim this paper. And then I'll start sewing around these. I'll emboss my straw paper. And then I just want to pull in some writing papers, stain paper, maybe do a sack pocket that's going to be bound in the journal. I feel like I do like that, and part of me keeps wanting to put something there to break that up, but I mean, I really do like the flow of that. I like the way these papers look next to each other. Something is going to have to go here. I'll have my embossed paper also. Flip this around. I really do feel like I'm going to break that up some way. Even my straw paper or something. I know that I will. So right now we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, and then this will be 36, 38, and then of course I want to do some more writing papers. Oh yeah, we can definitely stuff her some more. Something is going to break that up. Okay, so what I do want to do right now is actually go ahead and sew around at least this page so I can get my doily down. fix that. I'll have to grab my owl and pull that thread through. Might use that paper. That's avocado, and I feel like it's like really making my skin act crazy. So check the time. I'm doing good. I only have a certain amount of time. I have to clear my storage space. I really didn't want to go over an hour on this first video. So we will be back and bind. I'll go through my sari silks and see if I have any. I have some brighter pink. I need to stop touching that paper. I'm gonna trim that. Oh, wow. My blade is awful right now. Cutting it literally as stinking straight as I can, which wasn't very good. Okay, I'm gonna have to wrap this up because I'm not gonna butcher my papers. I'm gonna have to get a new cutting board. It's not even literally the blade. And I don't want all my papers to be super wonky because I can't cut straight at all. I feel like, let me put that in and see if I can get... That one will probably be fine. But other than that, I'm just not anything else that I'm gonna need to cut. All right, and then I'm going to sew around these edges and pull some more papers, and I will be back with you guys tomorrow, and we will finish working on our one signature. I really like the cover, but I'm going to do a snippet or even just a photo. I have some vintage ladies that I printed onto fabric. I'm going to be making some altar playing cards, be a doily pocket. I feel like even if I just were to emboss my straw paper. So I'm going to break up some of these with some just writing paper. And it'll probably be like 60 pages maybe. And then I'll do embellishments. I'm going to do like some belly bands, big tags, which I already have the bases. for some done. So, I mean, this one's going to be ready to rock and roll. I plan on having it done in a day or two. So, I'm going to take you guys with me as I construct this single signature slimline. Y'all be blessed. Create what brings you joy. Bye.